What's up guys, it's Arham and Music here, and in today's video we are going to be going over the Mania tour that Fall Out Boy went on just this past fall. So let's go ahead and get this video started. So to begin the video, I want to talk about a little bit of a backstory to this concert. Originally, I was not even going to go to this concert due to the fact of Young and Menace was just so bad, and I really didn't want to go see a concert that the album was going to be really iffy about. But then in my head, I also thought about how I have never missed a Fall Out Boy concert in the last, let's say 3 years since their Boys of Summer tour. I've been to every tour that they've been on in the US, so that was Boys of Summer, Wind Tour, and now the Mania tour. But I didn't want to miss out on this one just because I love Fall Out Boy. Like, they're probably my favorite band. It's a close thing between them and 21 Pilots, but Fall Out Boy is amazing, and I didn't want to miss another opportunity to go see them live. So by the time that we decided to order tickets, we had to order resale tickets from StubHub. And we actually ended up getting the best seats that I've ever had at a concert. We were about 7 rows back from the stage, and it was honestly amazing. There wasn't like an actual pit there, but it was still cool that we were that close. Like, we could actually it felt like that we could reach out and touch them in a way, but it wasn't really. You guys will see in the clips that I show in this video from the concert. But yeah, it was super cool that we actually got to sit that close. I've never sat that close at a concert ever. So the location of the concert was the Q, the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, which was about 2.5, 3 hours away from me, which wasn't too bad of a drive up there. What was even better was the hotel that we booked was actually right across the street from the Q. You could actually look out the window and see the Q right across the street. So that was actually really cool that we were able to get that close to the actual venue itself, not have to worry about parking as much, and all we had to do was just walk across the street to get to the arena. Now, once we were at the arena, waiting at the doors was a little bit weird. So the concert started at 7 o'clock, I'm pretty sure it was, but they didn't let anybody in until 6:15. So you had 45 minutes to go get merchandise and then go down and get your seats. So it wasn't a lot of time that we had, but we were still able to manage to get merchandise and make it down before the opening performance of Jaden Smith happened. Now, as far as merchandise go, they had a really funny thing going on for Fall Out Boy with this merchandise sale thing. You can actually go on Fall Out Boy's website and still order some of this stuff. I highly recommend you do it because this is some cool stuff, honestly. It was not this shirt. I just got this shirt from Hot Topic. So the stuff that they were selling had different logos on it. Like, the thing that I'm going to show you is supposed to be like an MTV logo. They had a Taco Bell logo, Planet Fitness logo. They just had a whole bunch of logos and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I got from the concert. So what I got from this concert was this Fall Out Boy hoodie. It says Fall Out Boy in purple right here. And then if you turn it over on the back, it's got what's supposed to be the MTV logo, and it says Mania Tour 2017. I actually really love this hoodie. I've got so much Fall Out Boy stuff now. I've got this shirt, and then plus the side has got checkered things down it. But I've got this shirt. I've got just a tie-dye-ish looking black and red one that I got from Hot Topic that looks like a big guitar pick on it. And then I've got shirts from the last 2 tours in my closet as well. So I didn't want to get another shirt. I wanted to get a hoodie since it was cold out. But like I said, the merchandise stuff for this concert was actually really funny that they decided to go with mocking other people's logos, I guess I should say. Alright, so once we finished getting the merchandise that we wanted, the souvenirs that we wanted, we actually head down the ramp to get to our seats. And once we sat down at the seats, me and him kind of did the same thing. My best friend Luke went with me, by the way. We kind of did the same thing. We looked at each other and we were like, oh my gosh, we knew we were sitting 7 rows back from the stage, but we didn't know how close that actually was until we got to our seats. And it was honestly amazing. Neither of us have sat that close at a concert before, so it's actually kind of exciting to see that. But we got to our seats, and about 5 minutes after we got to our seats, the first performer came out, which was Jaden Smith. I listened to some of his stuff before the concert, and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but once he came out during the concert, he did a lot of stuff from his new album, and it was actually not too bad. I actually enjoyed his set. He had a lot of fun being out there, And yeah, it was like his first like big-ish concert, I guess I should say. It was cool to see him, you know, just yeah, it was really cool to see him. His set was really good. Unfortunately, I didn't get any film of his set though, but like I said, his set of the show was actually really good. So in between his set was actually kind of funny though, because where me and Luke were sitting, we were sitting on the end of our row. Right beside us was these two girls, and then right in front of us were these other two girls as well. Now I know how that sounds. It sounds terrible, but trust me, there's a moral behind the story. So I was actually putting on my hoodie to wear because I didn't want to like lose it at some point throughout the concert. So I put it on, and I accidentally kept hitting the girl beside me. And I apologized to her, and we actually started talking, and like us four became kind of friends. We hung out with each other throughout the concert, talked to each other throughout the concert, and then also the two girls that were in front of me and Luke, we all talked together as well. So we had like this whole little like 6-person group thing. It was kind of funny. We kept calling each other the new fam. We actually made a Snapchat group chat out of it, and like we all talked to each other. We all don't talk as much now. I talk to some of them every now and then. But yeah, it was actually really cool to be able to go to a Fall Out Boy concert, meet new people, talk to them about Fall Out Boy, other bands that we all like, and I don't know, it was just really cool. It was a cool experience for me that I've never had. So after all that was going on, Black Bear finally came out, and I was actually really excited for Black Bear's set because I've never heard about Black Bear until I found out that he was going on tour with Fall Out Boy. And I listened to his music, and oh my gosh, I absolutely loved it. So when he came out, I was really happy about that. He sang some really like good songs too. Obviously he did Do Re Mi, IDFC, he did Dirty Laundry, Chateau. He just did a whole bunch of good stuff. I'll show you guys some video from him. By the way, sorry that the camera angle is all weird. It's up and down instead of being across. That's because I took Snapchat videos and put him on Snapchat because that's where most people know him for me is Snapchat. So here's some clips of Black Bear. So yeah, like I said, Black Bear's set was really good. I really enjoyed him coming out on stage and performing. He was actually really funny too. He said some funny things. Like his set was a little bit later than what he was scheduled to come out as, and he was like, sorry I came out late, I care about my appearance. I had a hole in my pants, I had to tape it. It was actually kind of really funny that all that would happen, and his set was really good. Like I said, I was very excited, and yeah. So at this point, we were super excited because we also knew that Fall Out Boy was just a couple minutes from coming out on stage, and it was kind of weird how they normally, like, of all the concerts that I've been to, for either Fall Out Boy, 21 Pilots, or something like that, they somehow cover the stage so then you can't see them setting up, like, that band stuff. But for this one, there was no tarp that came down, no screens that covered it or anything. It was kind of weird that nothing was covering it, and they just cleared the stage. They never brought out Fall Out Boy's stuff. But it was very clear once Fall Out Boy came out what they were doing. They actually had a system, a lot of people have done this, where they actually rose up from underneath the stage, so they were actually getting everything set up underneath the stage for them to come up onto the stage. So they started the concert with The Phoenix, and it was actually a really good opening song. Of all the concerts that I've been to, that's normally like the second or third song that they do. So honestly, it was pretty cool to see that first. After that, they played Irresistible and Hum Hallelujah. followed up by Sugar and Alone Together. All of those songs are actually really good. Here's some clips from all those. And then after all that, they also went on to play Immortals. Now, I was actually really excited to hear Immortals because the only time that I heard Immortals was they did an acoustic in the lawn at Boys of Summer. So I've never actually heard like the actual thing live. So when I actually did get to hear it, it was actually really cool, and I'm glad I got to hear that. After Immortals, they followed it up with American Beauty, American Psycho, and Century. So here are all those now for clips for those. And then the next two songs are actually off the new album Mania. They played the last of the real ones, which I was really excited to hear because I love the recorded version of it, and it actually sounded really good live. I loved it. I actually went crazy during that song. Not really crazy, I should say, but it was actually a really good song, and I would love to hear it live. And I actually didn't get footage of Young and Menace, and I wish I did, because there was actually a really cool thing that the crowd did for it. So during Young and Menace, instead of it just being like a regular like Young and Menace, whatever it is when in the recording, it was just Patrick at the piano, and that was actually really good. But before the concert, they handed out these. These were like a Fall Out Boy Mania project. It says, "Let's show the boys some love. Please hold this up to your phone's flashlight during Young and Menace." So a lot of people did this, and it made like the arena look purple. It was actually really cool, and I loved being a part of it. They did this at every Mania tour, so this is just something that I decided to keep from the concert, just because, you know, it's something cool to remember it by. But Young and Menace was actually really good. I wish that the recorded version of Young and Menace that's gonna be on the Mania album was more slowed down like that. The piano version, I wish I got footage of it for you guys, but I didn't. So here's the last of the real ones footage. And then as you guys could see throughout all of these clips, how the stage was set up, they had like the main stage and then they had this long catwalk that they would be able to run down. So the next couple songs, they actually moved to the back of the arena towards the end of the catwalk. Andy came out on the drums, and it was kind of cool because the stage actually rose up a little bit. So Andy did his drum solo, and then it came back down and then got Joe, and then Pete and Patrick went on a stage that's more like out in front of it. Theirs rose up a little bit higher than Andy and Joe's. They went ahead and did Dance Dance. Then it went up a little bit higher, like pretty high up, for Thanks for the Memories. It was actually really cool how they set it up. It looked like it had like a billboard thing around it that looked like, you know, the dates and stuff from the tours, and what was next, where they were going next and stuff like that. And then finally, we got to the brand new song. Now this was actually really cool for me and for Luke, and for pretty much everybody else there at the concert. This was the first time that this song was ever played live. So we were some of the first people to ever hear this song, and I'm obviously talking about Expensive Mistakes. When they played this, the stage was raised like super high up, like extremely high up. It was really crazy. But Expensive Mistakes is a really good song. I don't want to go too deep in detail with it because I will do a full album review of Mania, and I will talk about Expensive Mistakes in that. I haven't heard the actual recording version of Expensive Mistakes yet, but what I did hear live was really good. So here is all of those Dance Dance, Thanks for the Memories, and Expensive Mistakes footage that I got. And then after that, they decided to come back to the main stage with I Don't Care, Arms Race, Grand Theft Autumn, Where Is Your Boy Tonight, and Champion was the one that closed out the set. So honestly, like overall, their main set was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Those last few songs they did were really good. Here's clips from those as well.
Maybe you won't find out, but I know you were the last good thing about this poor town.
And then finally, they did what all bands do. They went off stage, acted like the show was over, and they came back out, obviously, to do an encore. Now, the encore songs were actually kind of cool. They did 3 encore songs, and the last time that I went to a Fall Out Boy concert, the last 2 concerts I went to, they only did 2 encore songs. Now, the 3 encore songs that they did was Uma Thurman, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, and Saturday, which is the one that they always close out with at all their shows. So Uma Thurman was really good live. I've heard that at every concert I've been to. Actually, all 3 of those songs I've heard live every time I went to the concert. And My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark and Saturday have become an encore classic for them, I guess I should say, over the past few years. So my thoughts on the set list. The set list was pretty good. I wish that they incorporated more from Foley, like Disloyal Order of Water Buffaloes, What a Catch, Donnie, stuff like that. Also, I wish that they did 16 Candles from Under the Cork Tree. And also, I wish that they did Thriller. Thriller is such a good song. I was actually very grateful to actually hear some of those songs live. The only one out of those that I just named that I've never heard live is What a Catch. But honestly, all those songs are amazing, and I wish that they found a spot for them somewhere in the set list. But overall, I think that the set list was actually pretty good for this concert. I could have done without a couple songs hearing live just because I've heard them live a lot before. But like I said, overall, the set list was really good. Finally, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this as well. Since I was so close, I decided to snag some confetti from the show. We've got some long streamers in here. We got some short streamers in here from when they did Saturday. Just wanted to keep this as kind of like a memorable thing. Just be like, hey, I went to Mania. I sat that close that I was able to get some confetti. So that's kind of cool that I'm able to keep that as well. So overall, the thoughts of the concert. The concert was amazing. It was probably my favorite Fall Out Boy concert I've ever went to, and honestly, that's crazy to say because I almost didn't get to go to this concert. So I would say if you guys have not yet buy tickets to go to the show, but the Mania tour is already over, so I'm sure they will be touring again sometime here very soon with the Mania album. I highly recommend you guys go to it because Fall Out Boy is amazing live. Whatever tour you end up going to, it'll be a lot of fun live. And I highly recommend you guys go see Fall Out Boy at least once in your lifetime. I will definitely go see them again when they tour in the US. That'll be my 4th time. And we'll make another video like this. But anyways, for this video, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, click the like button down below. Subscribe to see new videos. I'm going to be posting a lot more on this channel. I know that this is only the 2nd video on this account, but I will be posting a lot more here in the near future. So anyways, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.